Welcome to the Give and Go. My name's Tim, and today we're going to do 4-down territory, looking back at week 3 of the NFL season, looking forward to week 4 of the NFL season. But before we do anything, go ahead and subscribe to our channel, like the video, and follow us on Instagram at the Give and Go. So on first down, we're looking at the week of exciting shockers, and the ratings were way up this week. First off, the Jaguars crushed the Ravens 44-7 in London, and that was a total shock to me and basically everyone except maybe a Jaguars fan or two. The revival of Mercedes Lewis, he's been in and out of action for the past 2 years. The Jaguars defense is for real with Calais Campbell, Malik Jackson, AJ Bouye, Jalen Ramsey. They have so much talent on that defense. If just that offense can get it going and just sustain drives and just score more. The Ravens look gassed all game though. They play the Steelers this upcoming week. Maybe they were looking too far ahead, but they just looked out of energy from the beginning of the game, especially traveling time zones. So hopefully they bounce back this week, but the Jaguars looked really good. The Eagles edged out the Giants 27-24, and the G-Men are 0-3. That 61-yard field goal, though, I have to say that was one of the best field goals I've ever seen. Under that much pressure to win the game, that was just amazing. And shout out to the kicker from Philadelphia. And he was on the practice squad of the Bengals a couple weeks ago. So for him to hit that much, that's great. That celebration by Odell Beckham, though, that was just totally uncalled for. He was like peeing like a dog on a fire hydrant. I don't even know. But hopefully we get to see a better celebration from him because he's a talented player, one of the best wide receivers I've ever seen. And he's going to end up being one of the great ones. The Bills beat the Broncos. Sean McDermott is instilling some discipline on the Bills. They keep pounding the rock even when it doesn't work. They didn't really have many rushing yards. LaShawn McCoy was out of sync the whole game, but they ended up winning the game eventually. But Von Miller sort of ruined the game. But again, that penalty that was called on Von Miller was totally uncalled for once again. The Bears beat the Steelers, and they got smacked by the Packers just last night. Trubisky needs to go in there, and Glennon needs to leave. I'm sorry, John Fox. You've already had multiple shots to see that you can get it right. The GM, Ryan Pace, he's not that great either. It's time to put in Trubisky, see what he can do. They've already put in Kaiser in the Browns, and he supposedly Trubisky's better than Kaiser, so hopefully we can see that coming in. The Falcons beat the Lions on a last-second called-off touchdown. How lucky can the Falcons be? The Bears drove down and the Lions drove down, and both of them were called off. It's just unfortunate the Falcons are 3-0. And the Panthers got creamed by the Saints. The offense stinks. Mike Shula better get his act together. There's no creativity on this offense. There's no deep shots. It's all dink and dunk. And although I like what McCaffrey's doing, they're not utilizing him to the best of his ability. So hopefully against this 32nd ranked New England defense, they can get something going. Okay, on to second down. We're looking at our rookie roll call. Kareem Hunt is literally running away with this Rookie of the Year award. He already has 538 yards from scrimmage, the second most through 3 games in NFL history. He's the first player in NFL history to have a touchdown of at least 50 yards in the first 3 games. And it's just a runaway right now. If he can stay healthy the rest of the season and keep producing, even if it's like 50, 75 yards a game, he's going to win this award. He's on track for like 2,200 yards rushing, which again would be close to the record. So he's running away with it. But the rookie running backs have been taking over the NFL. Kareem Hunt, Leonard Fournette, Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, Tariq Cohen, Joe Mixon, Chris Carson, Alvin Kamara. You have so many different running backs. This is the year of the running back. And to think about it, Saquon Barkley, the Penn State running back, who's better than all of these players right now. I'm going to tell you that much. He's not even in the league. So it's the running back generation coming around. So we'll see what happens. But the rookie wide receivers are not that great. Mike Williams yet to play a snap. John Ross is injured and seems small in the NFL. He keeps getting the ball knocked out because he's so small. He's quick, but again, not beefy. Corey Davis, he's injured and still developing, and not yet Marcus Mariota's #1 weapon. So we've yet to see the best from them. On a third down, talking about the player protests, fans say stick to football, but in reality, when do we really stick to football? Do we stick to work, at work? We discuss politics daily and get into arguments about fantasy football at work, but we don't stick to work, but we expect football players to stick to football. We must remember that these protests aren't protests against the anthem. I feel like that's being taken out of context many times, but they're rather an avenue to express concerns. No more, it's just like participating in a march. You're not protesting the street or protesting the stoplights. You're protesting a greater issue, which would be maybe police brutality or inequality or different issues. Some people disagree with the method, and sometimes it may seem inappropriate of what they're doing, but we have to realize that this is a protest not against the anthem itself, but it's against different issues that cause inequality and in our justice system against black people. And now down to fourth down after that serious topic, we're going to be looking at predictions for the upcoming week 4 of the NFL season. Last week, I keep picking against the Falcons and they keep winning, so I'm not going to do that this week. My lock of the week, though, is Seattle over Indianapolis. Jacoby Brissett is providing a spark for that team. They beat the Browns in a thriller, and he's much better than Tolzien. But until Andrew Luck comes back, there's no way I'm picking the Colts. Seattle will be too much at home on Sunday Night Football, so expect a blowout there. My upset of the week will be the Raiders over the Broncos. It's a close game on the spread, but they have the Broncos, I think, -3. And last week was a fluke, though, for Derek Carr. Hopefully he can do better this week with Marshawn Lynch, but Amari Cooper has to step up. He's been dropping passes. He hasn't been getting open. Michael Crabtree has been basically taking over that whole offense, and Marshawn Lynch is even better than him. He's missed a whole entire year. So Amari Cooper has to step up and be that elite receiver that we know he can be. And the game of the week this week is Kansas City over Washington. Kansas City, I have to say, is going to be my Super Bowl contender right now to get to the Super Bowl from the AFC. They're just running on all cylinders. Maybe that stops in the near future, but right now I have to have them as my Super Bowl contender, and they'll roll over Washington on Monday night. Thanks for watching 32 for 32 on the Give and Go. Tune in next week as we're looking back at week 4 and looking forward to week 5 of the 2017 NFL season. Thanks for watching.